Hey, how's it going? Ron here, just practicing outside on a beautiful day. Just wanted to give you a little update. Zach and I have been running a little scarce here, and he's just really swamped with school. He's in the marching band this year, and he's trying to keep his grades up. He's really pushing for good grades, and so far I'm happy to report that he's all A's and B, mostly A's, but he's got a couple B's in there, so I've been on his butt trying to get him to get those B's up. No, I'm really proud of him. He's a junior this year, so he's got one more year of high school, and so he's begun to look at college situations and all that, and depending on where he goes to college will determine the capacity in which we continue doing Widetrack. I suspect we'll always be doing something on some level, and the new music that he's been presenting to me, that he writes on guitar, is just blowing my mind. I can't wait to be working on this stuff. But I think both of us are realizing that, wow, we're getting into some really good stuff now, and it would be a shame to lose momentum with that. It would be a shame to not do this. So I think we will continue with Widetrack, but I think you've heard me say many times, our life philosophy is basically like, we'll see. You never know what life's going to throw at you, and you have to be ready. You have to be prepared in your mind for the good things to happen and the bad things and the in-between. So what that causes us to do is that we celebrate and savor the good things that much more. And right now, it's all good things. It's just wonderful, and we're really excited. We're going to take this next year between the rest of Zach's 11th grade and his 12th grade, and we are going to make a new album with that chunk of time, and we feel that that will allow us to really reach deep and do our best work that we're capable of at this point. And we really do want this next album to be just something special, something that just is a game changer for us. And we're looking forward to doing live shows too. You know, it's we're seeing some light at the end of the tunnel here. The pandemic is finally winding down. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it continues to do so. Once that happens, we're going to get out and play as much as we can. We'll keep you posted on that. But in the meantime, it's about writing, recording, rehearsing. It's just a blessing to be able to do music with him in any capacity. I think my last message also kind of addressed the idea that we are going to focus more on making an album. Doing a single every few months it's limiting to us. We like to be working on a collection of songs at the same time and not be under the pressure of, okay, well, we have to release something here. You know, we did that with our last album, The Awakening, as you know, or maybe you don't know, but we released one song per month, and neither one of us felt that that was the ideal way to do that. So we know it's a new musical climate these days, and people are more singles oriented, just the way it is. But we just try to put trust in the process. You know, we try to put trust in the idea that, hey, I love an album. When I love a band, I want to hear their whole album. And so hopefully we'll have that kind of fan base where people will know that, hey, there's more to this band than what you can understand in just one song, but you get a wider scope of what they're doing over the course of an album. And to set off on making an album with that principle in mind is really important to us. We do want to have the hills and valleys of a journey. So we're very excited about that approach, and we hope that it doesn't, we hope that it's not a self-defeating approach, but the way that we look at it is you have to have integrity and excitement about what you're doing. And hopefully that'll translate to people, and they'll get it, and they'll support it, and they'll look forward to it. So yeah, it's kind of like the idea that, hey, whatever you're doing, there's somebody else doing just the very opposite thing, and there's a lot of people getting into that as well. So when we use the term alternative to describe our music in part, we like to think that we are an alternative to the generic way that things are done. And, we're not trying to be edgy or trying to be contrarian just for its sake, but we're trying to frame it in such a way that, hey, this is just what's the most honest way that we are pursuing our musical bliss, so to speak. And so this is how we do it, and we're trying to kind of frame it in a positive way, that that's not a bad thing, that's not a detriment to us, that's not a liability to our musical promotions, that could actually be an asset to us, that we are an alternative to the way that most people are doing it. Anyhow, just wanted to give you an update. We're busting our butts with this stuff. We're really working hard on writing the best music we can and rehearsing so that when the time does come to present our show to people, that it's really tight and it flows and that it's an exciting show. And there's a lot of gusto and energy in what we do. And the fact that we love it so much and we're just loving playing together, and we have just this chemistry that goes beyond just being father and son, but two musicians that have a compatible musical vision and music that they love to listen to and draw influence from. It's boding well for the future. More than anything, though, I want to thank you for your support. You're always just so encouraging to us, and a lot of you send me messages and comment on what we're doing and give us input on what we're doing and commenting on how our music has been useful to your lives. And it just means so much to us. It really does. It's like, wow, there's people out there that get it. And wow, these people happen to be really cool people that we would love to hang out with, and look forward to hopefully one day that being the case. And you know who you are. Anyhow, I'm rambling a little bit here, but just wanted to say thanks. And keep in touch. I'll continue to keep you posted like I always do. I'll try to make a video here soon with Zach, see if I can pin him down for a little bit of time. I think he's coming over tomorrow, so we'll see about that. Anyhow, keep rocking.